But as the days pass, they begin to notice unsettling changes. On their fourth visit, Amaka sees that some of the vibrant plants are starting to wither, their glow dimming. Chidi, on the other hand, begins to have strange dreams where the garden transforms into a maze, trapping them inside. The once serene garden starts to feel less welcoming. One night, when they try to leave, the gate has vanished. In its place is a thick forest they hadn't seen before. They realize the garden, once a place of comfort, is trapping them. As they explore deeper, they see shadows flickering between the trees and hear whispers in the wind. They're not alone here. As they venture further into the depths of the garden, Amaka and Chidi start to see fleeting images of other couples. Some are sitting silently on the benches, holding hands, but with vacant expressions. Others are lost in endless arguments, their voices blending with the whispers of the wind. They soon realize these are couples the garden has failed to help, people who refuse to confront their issues and were consumed by the darker side of the garden. One couple, Tayo and Ese, appears in front of them, stuck in an endless loop of bitterness. They entered the garden hoping it would fix their broken marriage, but they couldn't let go of their individual pride. They refused to communicate, and now they're trapped, unable to leave or even truly see each other anymore. Another couple, Amina and Yemi, were afraid to face their insecurities. Amina doubted Yemi's love, while Yemi was too focused on his career to address her concerns. The garden brought their fears to life, and instead of confronting them, they ran. Now they are stuck in the deepest parts of the garden, wandering without any sense of direction, forever lost. Amaka and Chidi realize that the garden isn't just a place of healing, it's also a test. It forces couples to confront their fears, insecurities, and doubts. Those who fail to do so become part of the garden's dark side, trapped in their unresolved conflicts forever. As they try to escape, the garden shows Amaka and Chidi the shadows of their own fears. Chidi's fear of failure manifests as creeping vines that begin to pull him away from Amaka, while Amaka's insecurities about their future make the flowers around her wither and die. The garden is pushing them to their breaking point. In a climactic moment, Chidi realizes that the only way out is to face their problems head-on. He reaches out to Amaka, telling her his fears about not being good enough and how he's afraid his career will never take off. Amaka, in turn, admits that she's been scared about their future and that she feels like she's losing him. As they confront their deepest truths, the garden begins to change. The dark vines retreat and the flowers start to glow again, brighter than ever. The garden's power isn't just to heal, it's to reveal. It shows couples the reality of their relationship, forcing them to face what's broken so they can either fix it or fall apart. Enjoying the story? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support keeps the magic alive. Thanks so much. For the couples who entered the garden, some found peace, but others became victims of their own unwillingness to confront the truth. For Amaka and Chidi, the garden forces them to rebuild their connection. They leave stronger, knowing that relationships take work and honesty, but also a willingness to admit faults and accept one another's imperfections. With the bond restored, the gate reappears. The tree at the garden center blooms with light, the ancient symbols glowing beneath their feet. They know this is their last chance to leave. Hand in hand, they walk toward the gate and step through. They find themselves back on the quiet street where it all began. The garden has vanished, but the lessons they've learned remain. Amaka and Chidi are forever changed, more connected than ever before. As they walk home, they hold each other a little tighter, knowing that the real magic lies not in avoiding their problems, but in facing them together. Back at their apartment, Chidi begins writing a new story, The Midnight Garden, based on their experience. As they sit together, Amaka sketches a design for a new project. They smile at each other, knowing they've come through something profound. Relationships aren't perfect. Whether it's the stress of work, family pressures, or personal fears, every relationship faces trials. But instead of running from those challenges, true love requires open communication, vulnerability, and the courage to confront fears head on. Healing starts with honesty and the willingness to grow together, no matter how difficult the path may be. For the couples who entered the garden, some found peace, but others became victims of their own unwillingness to confront the truth.